All right, in the time we have left, let's talk about the goings-on at the state capitol, the legislative session, hoping to wrap up at the end of next week. And here's what we've got so far. This is what happened this week. The lawmakers passed a $52.8 billion budget. That budget includes now $1.95 billion for business tax breaks and refund to corporations. That number keeps growing. It was at 1.6 last time we talked about it. There's $144 million set aside for school vouchers. There is no official expansion yet, but I guess they've set that aside, hoping that maybe they can come to some sort of agreement, and no tax breaks for citizens included. I'll let you start with this, Chris, today. Yeah. How do you think this session has gone so far in terms of the way lawmakers have handled everything? There's been some of these crazy bills that never got anywhere, and I guess that happens every year. But when you look at the bottom line, like we're starting to now, and finally the rubber meets the road.
Yeah, we always have the crazy bills. We always do. I'm hoping that, I know you'll disagree with me, but I'm hoping that they're going to get the vouchers done. Let me talk a little bit about the business tax cut, because that is not what it seems to be on its face. There is a very odd, very convoluted, very complicated, actually federal constitution issue surrounding the franchise tax, which is a tax on businesses in Tennessee.
Hence the refund.
Hence the refund. So this is not just a corporate giveaway. Here's a tax break for businesses. We're good, you know, tax cutting Republicans. It has nothing to do with that. This is an attempt to avoid litigation, prospective litigation, where other states, my understanding, limited understanding, have lost, and they've lost even more significantly. So this is a way, guys, we made a mistake. There's a federal constitutional issue involved. Don't sue us. Here's your refund going back. And a lot of small businesses too. It's, if you have a business in the state, you pay it to avoid what could have been a $3, $4, $5, $6 billion payout later.
So then would you agree with the House version that at least says we can be transparent about which corporations are going to get?
Absolutely. I think we need transparency. I think we need more communication on this, because there's a lot of confusion about this issue.
Okay, Reverend William, what are your thoughts real quick?
Well, the voucher piece. I'm glad that we'll still have vouchers in Memphis and Shelby County. I am still disappointed at our Democratic elected officials at the state level who seem to be just reflexively against vouchers when it's helping the children, the black children that they represent.
That's right.
I do not see why they are so staunchly defending a system that is wasting money and not effectively educating our children. They're not elected to represent a school system. They're elected to represent the parents of the children in Memphis and Shelby County. Why not do everything you can to make sure that many of them get the best education possible? I just don't understand.
Real quick, Otis.
Yeah, I don't totally disagree with what you're saying, but the problem here is I don't think the voucher thing is going to pass, and the biggest problem here is going to be not in Memphis and Shelby County. It's going to be in these rural areas where people don't want these vouchers taking away money from their smaller school districts. That's where the hang-up is, and I would be very surprised if the voucher thing goes through.
All right, I got to cut you off there. We'll follow it for sure and talk about it next week, I would imagine. That's going to do it for ABC 24 this week. My thanks to you at home and my panel as well. We'll see you next time.